Jimmy Uso and Bronson Reed injury. Saturday night's War Games match was as brutal as they come, and not everyone made it through unscathed. Updates have surfaced regarding Jimmy Uso and Bronson Reed after their high-risk moments in the match. During the Survivor Series press conference, Jey Uso shared that his brother Jimmy broke a toe during his daring splash off the top of the cage. Triple H later addressed Bronson Reed's condition, confirming that his massive tsunami splash from the top also left him worse for wear. Reports from Fightful now indicate that Reed may have injured both ankles during the move. Given Reed's size and the risk involved, this injury doesn't come as a shock, but it raises concerns about how long he might be out of action. The timing, however, may work in their favor. With minimal major events scheduled before the Royal Rumble, WWE can afford to give these superstars some recovery time without disrupting storylines. Let's hope for quick recoveries for both Jimmy Uso and Bronson Reed. Triple H thoughts on the New Day's gimmick. Triple H recently opened up about his initial reaction to the New Day's gimmick, and his comments are as candid as it gets. In a WWE YouTube video celebrating the faction's 10th anniversary, Triple H reflected on the group's early days, revealing he wasn't always a fan. Speaking to Xavier Woods, Triple H admitted, "Put together as a group, but having it be this positivity, and I thought, well, you guys could probably pull that off. Once I saw what it started as immediately thereafter, I was like, that's way different than what I envisioned in my head. And then it almost seemingly kept getting worse." Triple H explained that things shifted when the group decided to fully embrace the gimmick without fear of failure. "As soon as you guys started to not give us yet, I thought you guys had a shot at it," he said. Now, the New Day is a celebrated faction with multiple tag team championships under their belt, but their 10th anniversary isn't entirely smooth. Last week on Raw, tensions flared as Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston had a heated exchange following a loss to Alpha Academy. Time will tell how this iconic group handles their next chapter. Roman Reigns on a full-time Hollywood career. Roman Reigns is no stranger to Hollywood, and with his recent ventures, fans are speculating if the Tribal Chief is ready to make acting his full-time gig. Reigns recently spoke with Jimmy Traina of Sports Illustrated and shared his thoughts on the idea of transitioning to a career in movies, following the paths of The Rock, John Cena, and Dave Bautista. Reigns, who starred in Fast Furious Presents, Hobbs Shaw, and recently wrapped up work on The Pickup, acknowledged his interest in making quality films and working alongside talented actors and directors. However, he made it clear that he's not aiming to overload his schedule. Reigns said he values spending time with his children and doesn't want to sacrifice that for a packed acting calendar. For now, Reigns remains a dominant force in WWE. He returned at SummerSlam 2024 during Cody Rhodes' match against Solo Sikoa, and most recently, he led his team to victory at Survivor Series War Games. While Hollywood might be in his future, Reigns seems content balancing both worlds for the time being. First WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament match announced. The WWE Women's division is getting a major upgrade with the introduction of the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and fans are buzzing with excitement as the tournament to crown the first champion is about to kick off. Adam Pearce, Raw's general manager, recently announced the title's launch and confirmed the tournament would begin on December 2nd, 2025. While details about the participants were initially scarce, Pearce has now revealed the first matchup, a high-stakes triple threat bout featuring Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, and Katana Chance. The winner of this match will advance to the second round, with the remaining matches yet to be announced. This addition to the women's division follows the recent introduction of the Women's United States Championship on SmackDown, making it an exciting time for female superstars to shine. Who will emerge as the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion? Stay tuned as the tournament unfolds. Roman Reigns on facing The Rock. The idea of Roman Reigns taking on The Rock has been a dream match for wrestling fans for years. Originally rumored for WrestleMania 40, the match was sidelined as the WWE Universe rallied behind Cody Rhodes. However, speculation about Reigns versus The Rock hasn't stopped, and Reigns himself recently addressed the possibility. In an interview on SI Media with Jimmy Traina, Reigns explained that WWE listens closely to its fans when crafting major storylines. "I think our fan base and the company has proven that if our fans are loud enough and passionate enough about something, we're a company who has a vision for where we're trying to go. But we know who the consumers are. We know who's paying their hard-earned money, and we want to satisfy those people," Reigns said. While emphasizing WWE's dedication to its audience, Reigns acknowledged The Rock's unmatched ability to elevate any broadcast. "Dwayne's always going to be in that role. He's always going to be a guy that magnetizes and makes the broadcast even bigger. So if that's the case and the people want it, we're at an unprecedented time right now. Business is great, and we just want to continue to push things up," he added. Reigns also reflected on how the fans' overwhelming support for Cody Rhodes altered WWE's plans. Originally, the company was gearing up up for the Tribal Chief versus the People's Champion, but the fans' passion for Rhodes shifted the direction. Who would have thought Cody could have had so much admiration that he could have broken up the plans of Tribal Chief versus the People's Champion? That in its own right is pretty outstanding, Reigns remarked. He went on to say that the evolving landscape of WWE, driven by fan interest and a stacked roster, makes matches like Reigns versus The Rock all the more intriguing. If that's what the people want and the People's Champ is down, I'm sure we can make something happen, Reigns concluded. For now, the dream match remains just that, a dream. But with Reigns and The Rock both open to it, it's up to the WWE Universe to make their voices heard. Iyo Sky on her trash can dive. I trust the trash can. Iyo Sky is known for taking high risks, and she didn't disappoint at WWE Survivor Series War Games. During the Women's War Games match, Sky stunned fans by placing a trash can over her head and leaping off the top of the cage onto her opponents. It was a jaw-dropping moment that fans are still talking about. At the Survivor Series post-show, Sky spoke about the daring move and what it felt like to perform it. It's so dark, I can't see anything, Sky revealed, but I just jump off. That's it, that's simple. I trust the trash can. The leap wasn't just a highlight reel moment, it played a role in her team's victory. Rhea Ripley sealed the win for her side by pinning Liv Morgan. Sky's boldness has solidified her reputation as one of the most fearless performers in WWE today. 4 things that might happen on Raw. At 4, Big E could announce retirement on Raw. The New Day's 10th anniversary celebration might be bittersweet. Speculation is growing that Big E, absent since his devastating neck injury in 2022, could officially announce his retirement. While fans would be heartbroken, the moment could also be a turning point for Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who've been feuding recently. Big E might urge his teammates to put their differences aside and focus on continuing the New Day's legacy. If this happens, it could be one of the most emotional moments in recent Raw history. At E3, Dominic Mysterio might walk out of the Judgment Day. Tensions have been rising between Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. Their backstage clashes and Dominic's absence from key moments at Survivor Series hint at a possible split. On Raw, Dominic might align himself with Damian Priest, turning babyface for the first time since 2022. If this happens, it could shake up the Judgment Day and set up new rivalries within the faction. At 2, Drew McIntyre could confront Gunther the Ring. General has dominated as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and his next challenger might be none other than Drew McIntyre. Absent since Bad Blood, McIntyre's return could reignite his quest for gold. With Gunther wrapping up his feud with Damian Priest, the timing feels perfect for the Scottish Warrior to step up. Fans have been clamoring for this clash, and tonight might mark the beginning of an epic feud. At 1, Rhea Ripley teams with Iyo Sky. Following their success at Survivor Series, Rhea Ripley could join forces with Iyo Sky. A tag team showdown against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez is rumored for the Saturday night main event, but Raw might set the stage. Ripley and Sky have proven their dominance, and an alliance could make the women's division even more competitive. Jey Uso's message. After an impressive showing at War Games, Jey Uso shared a one-word message, Yeet, in response to Sami Zayn's celebration of their shared War Games success. The future of Zayn and the Usos remains uncertain after their alignment with Roman Reigns against Solo Sikoa. Could Jey's message hint at unity, or is a split on the horizon? Raw might provide some answers. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share the video, and subscribe to WrestleBuzz for more wrestling news videos.